It is Thursday, October 16th, 2025, year of our Lord. I am Johnny B. This is the Calta Aftershow. Thank you for being here. Solo today. I will have T.M. Powell calling in the second break. He has seen a brand new horror movie that I almost scheduled to go see this weekend, but I am a busy, busy boy. Lots of things going on for me this weekend, which is a good thing when you're in entertainment. You could join me for the first break if you'd like to, 800-771-1025. Of course, all the social media, follow me on that, Johnny B. Tampa on everything. And, man, we have a lot to get to today, lots of stuff going on today on the Mike Calta Show. I mean, between having rock legends in studio and Cody Tucker and Johnny B. was on the show today with football picks. And I'm going to tell you, I did for the first time, probably, and I don't want to make excuses because I'm sitting with Mike Calta in last place right now in the rankings on our football picks, which we should never be behind Medicine Man. No offense, Medicine Man, but come on. This week, I did a deep dive and did a lot of research on these games. I have a good feeling about them. I mean, a real good feeling. Not only am I going to win this week, but I think I'm going to win big this week. And we'll find out on Monday. I really worry about Ian Beckles. The guy seems really, really good at pick. It's almost like he played professional football. The guy just seems to have inside knowledge, and it's tough. He's tough to beat. 800-771-1025. I normally have Ian on Thursdays, but he's got a lot of stuff going on today himself. I will be, though, and I'm looking forward to this, hanging out with Ian Beckles on Monday night for Monday Night Football. The Buccaneers will be playing the Lions of Detroit in Detroit, and Monday Night Football is doing this thing now where they're doing a doubleheader. So the Bucs are the early game, 7 o'clock game. So Ian, being the guy that's a man of the people, always out, Dignitary Cafe, he's rubbing elbows, he's one of the best networkers in the business. I think between him and I would say Titus O'Neil and Greg Wolf, I think those are the guys that network the strongest in this area, at least in my opinion. But I digress. Monday night, I will be hanging out not only with Ian, but a lot of dignitaries, a lot of ex-Buccaneers. We're going to be at and Ian likes the sexy places, the swanky places. So we'll be at the rooftop bar at the Aloft in Midtown at Salimar. I believe look, I've heard it pronounced different ways. I've heard people pronounce it with the accent, and I don't know how I feel about, people using the Spanish accent when they're not Spanish, when they're rolling R's and stuff. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it's necessary. So I say Salimar, but I've heard people say Salimar. I'm going to Salimar. I know it's a gorgeous rooftop bar, and Ian's having a football watch party up there. So I asked him if it was a private event, and he said, no, this is for everybody. Tell all your friends. I'm like, all right, I'll tell all my friends. I do have a platform to do that. So it's Monday, October 20th. We'll be doing that this week. I'll be hanging out with Ian and a bunch of old Buccaneers. So, and I love that. I've been lucky enough to meet some former Bucs through Ian and develop friendships. And if you would have told young Johnny B, teenage Johnny B, or Johnny B in his 20s that one of his best buddies would be, Ian Beckles, I'd be like, okay, yeah, good one. That's funny, LOL. But here we are, it's nice. 800-771-1025. Here's some things I had planned just in case I was here by myself. And I'm not really by myself. I'm with you guys. And you guys tune in to hear my opinion on stuff, so why not? But, did you know what today was?
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Today is National Mammography Day. Am I saying that right? Get your mammograms, ladies. Get those boobies smushed today. I don't know if you could do it today if you weren't planning it. I don't know if there's walk-in booby smushings going on, or do you have to make an appointment? I don't know how it works. I just do my wife's for her all the time. She don't want me to do it. I just do it as I walk past her. I make sure I check her for lumps. And fellas, you should do that with your girlfriends and your wives too. Take care of them. It's not, assault. It's your wife, you know what I mean? And you're just trying to make sure she's healthy. So give them a good mush and put one in a headlock and give it a little nudgy. Just, yeah. And then when she screams, because you're in Publix, tell her, I'm checking you for lumps. And today is National Mammogram Day. And I got to make sure that my baby is okay because it is Breast Awareness Month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Every month is breast awareness. I'm sorry. Mike Calta Aftershow, who's this?
Hey, what happened to that crappy AI chatbot thing you were using, man? I put money on that thing and lost all weekend, Johnny B.
You didn't use it right. You didn't use it right, you dumb prick. Yeah, your mom. I bet you put money on. You need to put money on other stuff. I almost said the F word. 800-771-1025. I haven't heard from that guy in a minute. It's very, very nice. We'll be talking about the Genesis 13 in a little bit here, but you'd be shocked to see how good that thing's going this week. Johnny B. Tampa on all social media. Hudson, Florida, if you aren't doing anything tonight, I'm not sure there's going to be available seats, but you could squeeze in. I'll be doing a stand-up comedy show tonight, headlining a free comedy show at Overtime Pub with, four other comics will be opening for me. My man Manny Gassett, who's been on this show many times, Anthony Roan, Billy Dunn, and Rizzo. I'm not going to try to pronounce this guy's name, all right? He's a newer comic. He's Italian. I think he's pretty funny. But we'll all be at the Overtime Pub tonight, which is a great, great venue, a great food. I know a lot of cool bands play there, so they're doing comedy, and I will be there tonight in Hudson, Florida, baby. Can't wait to drive down the Hudson. It's my favorite. But everything I'm doing in stand-up right now is preparing for Skankfest, so probably not going to be doing any clean shows for the next month. So if you're trying to go out and catch me do a PG show, probably not going to happen unless it's like a private gig and somebody wants to pay me a bunch of money. If you want me to do some corporate speaking, I'll do it for enough cash. But right now, I'm in full Skankfest mode, and I know a lot of people locally are going to Skankfest, which is absolutely blowing my mind when I hear Bone listeners are going to New Orleans, making that trip to not only go out and support me, but also hang out with the morning show. They'll all be out there, and it's going to be debauchery. It's going to be so much fun. The Mike Calta show will be out there, recording podcasts for it and things like that. It's just going to be crazy. The amount of absolute comedic legends that will be in New Orleans for 3 or 4 days. It's overwhelming, but it's like the most exciting thing in comedy that I'll probably ever do. And that's saying a lot, because I was lucky enough to open for Ralphie for several years, and he took me to big theaters. And, of course, last year, opening for Bert at Ruth Eckerd Hall, that was gigantic. So to say that Skankfest will be the pinnacle, that's a lot. And but, yeah, I don't even know what lineups I'll be on. So I'm not sure if I'll be on a lineup with Shane Gillis or Tim Dillon or Dave Attell, all these big legends I look up to. But there's a shot that maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll just be on a side stage with the guys at my level. I don't know. But either way, I am part of probably I'd say the second biggest comedy festival in the world, aside from Netflix as a joke. It's probably the second biggest now. So it's going to be fun. And I can't wait to be out there and then see people from Tampa in the crowd. Will absolutely blow my mind. Let's go take these phone calls. You're on the Mike Calta After Show. Who the hell are you?
Hey, Johnny B. This is Brian.
What's up, Brian?
Hey, I just want to let you know I started with the Genesis 13 AI this week. Made 14 bets and won 11 of them for a total of about $100.
11 out of 14?
11 out of 14 bets.
That's awesome.
Just followed the math, followed the system.
That's what I'm trying to tell people, man. You got to follow the units, man. You got to do what they say on the website, and if you do that, success should come because so far, this company is a couple of months old, and so far it's proven itself, and it seems to be getting better every week, which is wild to me. My hopes, and look, I'm going to peel the curtain back. What I hope happens with this company, because I know these guys, they're my friends, I hope that this software gets so good that the casinos have to buy them out, that they have to go, look, we'll give you a couple $100 million, just stop kicking our asses. Hopefully that will happen for them. I would love to see it. You'll see social media companies will buy out these smaller platforms just because they don't want the competition. They'll say, look, I think TikTok bought Vine back in the day. So hopefully that'll happen. But in the meantime, I'm glad you're making money, Brian, because I'm telling you, I'm making money with it. You just have to be disciplined and do what it says, and you should be good. All right. Love you. There you go. I think he hung up halfway through. No, he didn't. 800-771-1025 if you would like to join us. What else is today besides Squish Your Girl's Boobies Day? It's National Liquor Day, everybody. So if she doesn't want you to check her for lumps, get her liquored up, dude. The more you liquor her up, the more, she'll be like, yeah, check me out. My lumps. Mike Calta Aftershow. Who the hell are you?
Man, I'm playing with you.
You're not playing with me?
How is it we can't get you on? You're the funniest, dude.
Oh, thanks.
How is it you're welcome. We can't get you on more than 1 hour. Like, I get so excited. I'm like 10 to 11, man. I get to talk to my boy. Listen to my boy.
Dude, I'm just happy to be on at all, honestly. Like when they dissolved nighttime radio, they didn't have to put me down here, So thankfully Mike Calta, he's the one that stepped up and said, like, we got to make sure Johnny B stays on the station, and I think I have a spot for him. And of course, Dizzy got promoted, and it was kind of a natural fit for me to just slide in here. But look, I'm always down for radio. These guys know I'm a utility player. Anytime they need a fill-in for any show, or if they need me for anything, I'm always there for it. But man, I'm happy to have this hour, man. I feel very blessed every day driving over here.
I know, man. I'm telling you. I wish there was some way we could squeeze you in for a little bit longer.
Have you seen me in person? It's hard to squeeze me in anywhere, dude. I'm just glad that I'm just glad they have a doorway big enough for me in Hudson tonight to go do stand up. That's very nice of them.
Yeah, and I know it's tough because you can't step on JP's toes, and then you can't.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. This lineup is so stacked, dude. Like everybody, and look, and the only way would be if somebody got an opportunity to, another market, whether it be me or one of the other shows or something like that. It's like we're just stacked with talent, man, and just to be on that roster is pretty damn cool. It'd nice they would have mentioned me in the commercial for the pub crawl, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll be out there.
The Bones got it stacked really good, but I wish I had a little bit more of you.
Well, I wish more people felt that way, Brian. You're not Brian. I wish more people start a petition. Say we want more Johnny B.
You want me to start a petition?
Yeah.
Like
pick it outside. Go outside and protest. Yeah, make it happen, dude.
All right, man.
I appreciate you, buddy.
To know how much I appreciate your hour.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate it, man. Have a great Thursday, pal.
All right, bud.
There you go. God, I love it when my family calls in and acts like listeners. That's beautiful. Mike Calta Aftershow. Who the hell are you?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Matt.
What up, Matt?
Hey, I'm just trying to get the name of the gambling software you were just talking about.
Genesis13AI.com.
Awesome. Hitting it up right now.
All right, brother. Later. There you go. 800-771-1025. It is also Global Cat Day for all you pussy lovers out there. It is Cat Day. I'll tell you right now, not a cat guy. I don't hate cats, but don't want them in my house. I don't want an animal that poops in a box in my home. Doesn't seem like a proper pet. And I know cat lovers are going to be like, but my cat is bad because I taught mine to poop in the toilet. That's also super weird. How about that? All right. I know it's kind of cool, but at the same time, I don't want to be, walking in and the cat's like, excuse me, I'm taking a dump here. Like, no, you're an animal. Get off my toilet. I'll smack you off my toilet. I'll scoot you into the tub, whatever I got to do. But for all you people that love cats, it's Global Cat Day. Ugh, I'm sure if you're a cat owner, you already know. You probably are going to put it all over your social media. Just want to honor my cat today. Check out Whiskers. Ugh. And, of course, for people like myself, today is World Food Day, which is really the important holiday, folks. World Food Day for all you folks out there that don't care about your health. This is your day. Get out there. Stuff your fat faces. Or maybe you're one of these physically fit people that work out so much that you can eat all you want, or at least eat the good things and then get right back in the gym. Maybe you're just a genetic misfit in the best way possible. Good for you, too. I'm not hating. I'm a little envious. If you eat like I eat and you have abs, good for you. I would love that. It's World Food Day, everybody. You know, I'm probably not even getting this day right. It's probably some day where you're supposed to take care of people starving in other countries, and my fat ass is just looking at it from an American perspective, thinking, okay, I guess we got to get donuts or something. It's probably not what it is at all. World Food Day is probably something way sadder, and I'm making it fatter. 800-771-1025. Johnny B. Tampa on all social media. Hey, real quick before I go to, while I'm here by myself, I might as well promote more of me. Bobby Kelly, first of all, is coming in this weekend. And if you've never seen Bobby Kelly do stand-up comedy, I don't know where the hell you've been. Because he is one of my all-time favorites. Not just because he goes to bat for me. Not just because he's been super nice to me for 20 years, even when he made me cry in an IHOP and made me a better comedian for it. The guy is just an absolute beast. He'll be at Vasani tomorrow and Saturday, and you get to see Mike Calta at the same time. So if you're in Port Charlotte, do yourself a favor. If there's tickets left, go see him. And then next week, he'll be at Side Splitters, two of my all-time favorite clubs to perform in. He'll be at both of them. So go out and see Bobby Kelly. And I say this about Vasani because I don't know if you've seen my social media, but I am over the moon, super excited. The week after Skankfest, I will be headlining the weekend at Vasani myself. So that's crazy that they would give me this opportunity. But in order to make the show as great as possible, we worked it out. They let me pick my openers, which when you headline weekends at major clubs, you get to pick your openers. It's pretty cool. A lot of people will take them with them, from where, New York or wherever they're based out of. But I'm bringing Matt Fernandez, who just released his second comedy special. This guy's an absolute killer. I think he's one of the best comics in Florida, and I think a lot of people would agree. And then the guy that won Florida's Funniest last year, Chris Machado, who usually opens for Bobby when he's in South Florida. And maybe he will again this weekend. I don't know. But he will be also on that bill with me at Vasani in Port Charlotte. And that is November 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Tickets are available, Vasani.net. Go. If I sell this thing out, if I sell out all 4 days, I'm telling you right now, every club in the Southeast will start booking your boy as a weekend headliner. I promise you. So if you come out and see me, not only are you going to see a fantastic show, and I'll be coming, me and Matt Fernandez will be coming straight from New Orleans. We'll be riding that wave of shows from Skankfest. Not only will you get to see those shows, but you'll be supporting not only myself, but Matt Fernandez, two local comics that, we're grinding just like everybody else, trying to get ourselves up to that next level. That, maybe one day be a household name. Wouldn't that be fantastic? And you could be part of that if you go out and support your boy in Port Charlotte at one of my favorite clubs with probably the best food of any club in the country, because it's also an Italian steakhouse. If you've never been there, the food is spectacular. So go buy the tickets, Vasani.net. Get tickets for Bobby this weekend if they're still available. And then in 5 weeks, come see me, Matt Fernandez, and Chris Machado. It's going to be fantastic. I appreciate it when you come out and see me. You know that. I'm the last person to leave every time there's a show. I'll shake every hand. I'll hug your babies. I'll check your wives for mammograms.
It's the Mike Calta Aftershow on 102.5 The Bone. It's the Mike Calta Show. Featured cut of the day. Sponsored by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. The Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app. 102.5 The Bone.
When you need a new ride, Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is number one. Shop from over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Drive into Fall event. Get invoice pricing with no market adjustments or hidden fees. You pay what we pay, like 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 1 year. Plus, get up to $20,000 off new Ram 1500s. Hurry in today for savings you don't want to miss. At the number one Ram dealer in the U.S., Tampa is home country. Online at jerryhome.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Every Saturday, you get the pageantry, tradition, and chaos of college football. Gear up for another exciting college football weekend, fully loaded with ranked matchups. Sign up at the Hard Rock Bet today and bet $5 on any game. If you win, you also score $150 in bonus bets. Plus, you have the NFL, you have playoff baseball, and the NBA is right around the corner. Download the app now or simply go to hardrock.bet and start winning today. It's Hard Rock Bet, offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus, physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 833-PLAY-WISE.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Save big on our entire truck lineup during Toyota Truck Month. Drive a new Tacoma for $279 per month. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. Click the button, complete our form, and get our best price instantly. When you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Fall is a busy time and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hey, it's JP, and with Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and move when you're ready on your timeline. Mark Spain Real Estate has over 13,000 five-star reviews, so you can trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
You know, I've learned a lot about the car business, not just by endorsing Stingray Chevrolet, but by really getting to know Steve Hurley and getting his insight. And when it comes to car dealer advertising at large, here's my takeaway. If you're the consumer, it really doesn't matter how big of a discount you hear advertised if the dealer is just going to take that money right back with the expensive dealer add-ons. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much research you do, you can't anticipate these pricey dealer add-ons unless you know for a fact that the dealer doesn't do them. At Stingray Chevrolet, they don't. For instance, they have a 2025 Silverado Crew Cab Custom discounted by $10,000. That's $34,400. And if you trade in a 2016 or newer vehicle with less than 75,000 miles that you finance through a dealership, they'll give you an additional $2,250 for a total savings of $12,250. And that's the real discount with no dealer add-ons and no dealer fee. StingrayChevrolet.com. Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, y'all, it's Bruce Woodburn, the Loan Arranger. Look, if you've been juggling high interest rate credit cards, personal loans, and just trying to make it to payday, you're not alone. But here's the truth. If you own a home, you may be sitting on the solution. A cash out refinance could help you roll all that debt into one simple payment. No more 22% credit cards, no more minimum payments that never seem to move the needle, just one monthly mortgage payment and a lot of peace of mind. Hey, I'll run the numbers for you. If it doesn't make sense, I'll tell you straight. No pressure, no sales pitch, just honest advice from the guy that's been helping folks just like you for over 30 years. Call 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Call now. Start saving. Come on, man.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Kia. Drive a new 2025 Kia K4, just $219 per month. Or a new 2026 Kia Sportage, just $239 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Kia now and save today. Online at crownkia.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny and warm for this lovely Thursday as high temperatures go right back into the upper 80s for you again this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low probably dipping back to the upper 60s. And then breezy and warm for your Friday with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Highs go back to the upper 80s.
Are you into scary shit like ghosts and ghouls or the growing price of groceries? If you like scary, Busch Gardens has your fix. Happy Halloween. Howlo Scream returns for select dates now through November 1st, 2025. This year's event takes over the entire park with 5 haunted houses, 5 scare zones, 9 themed bars, and 2 shows. Guests can face their fears with nighttime rides on 10 world-class attractions, including Iron Gwazi, North America's tallest, fastest, and steepest hybrid coaster, and the new Phoenix Rising. Howlo Scream is a separately ticketed event. You get all the scares for a great price. Listen to The Bone all this week to win tickets, or head to theboneonline.com for more details and get your Howlo Scream tickets today.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport, bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Brandon can call home. Featuring a track and field, rock wall, a HitTrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport at Brandon Exchange. Grand opening celebration October 31st to November 2nd.
Good Greek Moving and Storage wants to make moving suck a whole lot less for you. Don't ask your friends to help you move and ply them with beer and pizza. That's not right. Let the dedicated, professional, full of integrity movers at Good Greek Moving and Storage move and drive and unpack your stuff. You owe it to yourself and your friends to take it easy on them and you. Go to goodgreek.com for a free moving quote right now. Good Greek Moving and Storage.
Want a beautiful white vinyl fence but thought you couldn't afford it for less than $5 a day? Only $125 a month. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot vinyl fence and transform your backyard. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
The pouch that's sweeping the nation. John Senning here for Tiza Energy. If you've been sleeping under a rock, you might not know about the pouch that you dip between your cheek and your gum. If you're trying to stop vaping, dipping, smoking, you got a jaw full of chaw all the time, leave it in the past and go with Tiza. This pouch is filled with tea-cut herbs, vitamins, minerals, and caffeine that are going to have you focused and alert all day. I love popping in a bangin' black cherry right before the show. It gives me that focused energy I'm really craving. You can stock up at TizaEnergy.com. Use the code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store and check out the store locator. Tiza now available in Walmarts across the state, as well as 7-Elevens, Liquor Depot locations, and much more. You can even stock up on Amazon. Subscribe and save so you got a box of Tiza at your door every single week. Tiza Energy, why spit when you can swallow?
Are you stuck with medical bills after an accident that wasn't your fault? I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay, not you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
If your plug's burned out or your switch won't flip.
If your power cuts out or when your breaker starts to trip.
For all things electrical, call us today.
And a Bolt electrician will be on the way. A Bolt electrician is on the way. Yep.
From panel upgrades to garage EV chargers.
And fixing broken switches or outlets to installing powerful whole home generators.
Call for a Bolt electrician.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to the Mike Calta Aftershow.
But that wasn't even the best of it. How do you like 78% with the MLB postseason so far with Genesis13AI.com. And if you're not familiar, if you haven't heard me talking about it and praising it, we're talking nuclear-powered AI sports betting intelligence software. My buddies are the ones that created it. And once they started telling me about it, I'll be honest, I was a little skeptical at first until I saw it working in real time. And that was just when it was baseball and WNBA. Now we have college football, NFL football, hockey's back. NBA is just a few days away. This is the best time of year to be watching and betting sports. And it's nice to have some help because the casinos are using supercomputers. Now you got the edge back in your favor. Go to Genesis13AI.com, follow the system, and you'll see the results. $13 will give you a one-day trial right now. Choose one sport. You'll see the full daily reports and get the top 3 high-confidence picks of the day. And what I love about this, too, it'll tell you not to bet something. Like if you're watching a game, let's say, I'm a big Brewers fan, and I want to put some money on the Brewers. And you go to it, the report, it may tell you, it's not worth the investment. We don't like the lines here. We don't like, the ROI on this bet, and steer you away. So it's really, really good stuff. It gives you all the up-to-date little details that you won't get just from Googling these matchups. And the way they're crushing the MLB postseason, it's unbelievable. Also, if you're like me and you like to gamble a little bit more, they have the Johnny B D-Gen Parlay of the day on the website. It's great. And if you go right now and use the promo code Johnny on a $49 1-month membership, you'll get a BOGO month right now. And that's a limited time. I'm not sure how much longer that's going, but go grab that now. Get all the reports for one sport for a whole month. And, of course, you can go pro and get every sport, all the reports for $99 a month, which is still way cheaper than what the competitors are charging. There's similar websites that are charging $250 to $500 a month. It's crazy. This is not that. This is way more affordable, and it's all about fun. When you go read your reports, you'll see a lot of comedy in there, a lot of good stuff, and that's why they have the slogan, Genesis13AI.com, built for degenerates, refined for assassins. Go check them out. With that being said, let's go to the phones, everybody, because my movie critic, your movie critic, one of my best buddies is on the hotline. TM Powell, what's up, buddy? How are you?
What's going on, Johnny? How you doing?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I had a little college weekend to see the daughter, so I already went down there and checked out her situation, saw her refrigerator at college and all the stuff inside of it. I was like, you got to throw this out.
Well, she has her own dorm, right?
She does. She lucks out, man. It's way different than what I had. I mean, I had something the size of a hotel room with a twin bed on one side and a twin bed on the other side with my roommate. I mean, there's no barriers. There's no nothing. Communal bathrooms is what I had. She's got like this living area space where the bathroom's off of that. She's got like a sink. She's got a full-size fridge. She's got like a mini living room area. And then each of their dorm rooms go off of that room and they can shut their doors. I was like, man, you don't know how nice you've got it.
Yeah, I know when my son went, he immediately joined a fraternity. Like as a freshman, he got in because, he's a civic 6'5", 6'6", handsome guy. And he didn't even have to do all the weird elephant walks and all that stuff. He was like, I'm not doing the hazing. I'll kill all of y'all. They're like, no, you're in, bud. But I went to go visit him at his frat house. And it was disgusting. I mean, I wanted to go in there with a pressure washer. I don't even know how human beings can live in that. And that lasted him for about, I don't know, probably about a year and a half, 2 years. And he's like, yeah, I've had all my fun. I'm done. I'm in a real relationship with a girl, and I don't want to be around these morons anymore. So, but yeah, the college life, it's nuts. I'm glad she's in a good situation and at a good school.
Yeah, and plus she got AC too. I mean, a lot of the schools up north, they still don't have air conditioning. It can still get real hot up there. My roommate from college, his dad worked for the federal government, and he worked in maintenance, and his job was AC repair for all like the federal buildings at D.C. So the first day he walks in there, he sees this old air conditioner. He basically rebuilds it so we have AC, but we unfortunately didn't meet anyone for 2 weeks because all the other dorm rooms were like steaming hot, and we were all closed up in our room with the AC, just living it up.
It is wild, though. When I look back, even in Tampa, when I was a kid, a lot of people, didn't have central heat and air was not even a thing, growing up in Seminole Heights. And you would be lucky if you had a window unit in one room of the house. And in the summer, the whole family would just pile into that one room with your console television and watch TV. But then once it was time to go to bed, you go to your hot-ass bedroom with a box fan in the window. And we were fine. Like, I couldn't even imagine doing that now. We lose power for 2 days when the storm comes through, and we're all dying. We're ready to have a complete panic in the streets. So it's wild how we could handle it back in the day.
Yeah, I just think we may have just been dumber back then, and we just didn't realize how good we had it, because I always tell people about the hurricanes. Like, yeah, I mean, the winds and stuff, something like Milton last year, that was scary to go through, actually going through it. But the thing that, scares us the most is sweating in the dark for 2 weeks. I mean, it's terrible. I've been through snowstorms up north. People are like, well, we lose power during the snowstorms. I'm like, yeah, you can build a fire, or you can keep your food, preserved outside. Right. You can't build an AC. We're dying down here in the heat. Literally, people are dying. So, yeah, it's, and even this time right now, it's like Halloween spooky season. It's still in the mid-80s.
Yeah, I mean, it is way better, though. And that's the thing. When you have such a hot summer, and we did, even getting to where it's 85 in the afternoon, I'm like, man, it kind of feels nice out here. This is not bad. I want to take a nice walk. It's only 85 degrees. But, if you would have said that to me 10 years ago, I'd be like, oh, Jesus Christ, it's 85 degrees. But, yeah, it's nice. And plus, knock on wood, we've been very lucky with storm season.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the whole country. I saw a stat the other day that's the first time in over 10 years that we didn't have a named storm hit the continental United States, before October 15th. I'm like, well, that's good. That's good to know. So, it's not good for the people. My buddies that own roofing companies, I'm sure they wouldn't mind a storm flying through once a year, to help out. But, yeah, it's good. I mean, it seems like, it's a good time to go back to the movies, too, TM Powell. I went to the movies last night myself, and I saw the trailer for the movie you saw this week, and I'm pretty excited about it because I think this was it was a movie I didn't see a sequel coming, but I think this one, from what I'm seeing, it might actually work. Tell us about Black Phone 2 and if it actually is a great sequel.
Yeah, I mean, it is an unusual sequel because the first Black Phone, which turned into this kind of word of mouth, sleeper hit when it came out. It only cost $16 million to make, and it opened up at $24 million, and then ended up making $90 million through word of mouth in the summer, in the heart of the summer. That's really good for a movie that really came in with no fanfare. But spoiler alert, the grabber gets killed in the first Black Phone. The villain gets killed, and now we're seeing in the second one that he's back. And I will tell you, Johnny, they totally steal from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no hiding from it. They totally steal from it. But they had the opportunity to steal from it because they had opened up that supernatural door in the first film with how he could speak to the dead and his daughter had dreams, Right. So they had opened up this world, so they had the potential to bring him back. And even though they do steal from Nightmare on Elm Street, it totally works. I mean, this is a different type of sequel, but I think it's a really good and worthy sequel. One of the things I like the most about it is a lot of horror franchises. It's just well, we took them out this time. Let's move on to the next group of teenagers we're going to take out. And there's just no impact or no talk about what happened. I mean, A Nightmare on Elm Street did it a little bit with Dream Warriors and then Into the Dream Child. But for the most part, it's just restocking victims every film. I mean, and so this film takes a different route where it's 4 years later. So it shows the impact of what happened had on all these characters, what it had on the drunk father, what it had on the sister that had visions in her dreams, what it had on Finney, who, was this kind of weak character, but ends up killing this monster at the end.
At 13 years old, right? Wasn't his character 13? It's crazy.
Yeah, he's young. So this time around, they're in high school. So, you see the effects of him getting confidence, but also being scarred and having a violent streak from what happened to him. But same thing starts up again is, the phones start ringing. You see Finney in his life where he'll walk past phones that are out of order and they're ringing. Right. People, things, it's almost like he set off a beacon when he did this for the afterlife and the spiritual world. and his sister starts having dreams, and it connects back to the past, to this, basically camp in Colorado, where these kids, went missing and were presumed murdered. But they also kind of start, hearing and seeing visions of the grabber again. And without spoiling too much, everything starts to connect to send them to this camp where things, start going crazy and start getting weird. And the one thing I'll say about both of these movies is I would not say they're like traditional horror movies with like jump scares and things like that. But they're more like almost like a supernatural thriller, Johnny, where it's not going to rely on that. It's going to be creepy. And I always said what works about Black Phone is the grabber is creepy looking. Wouldn't you think, Johnny? He is wild.
Oh, he's an amazing looking character, and I said that with the first Black Phone. I was like, dude, that is a great looking horror character, and I also love the fact that it's portrayed. It's in a winter camp, and for some reason to me, and maybe it's because I go back to The Shining. To me, the snow and that winter feel for a horror movie to me makes it extra creepy.
Oh, and it delves into the isolationism, and you can see vibes from The Shining in this too as well. Absolutely. When I talk about A Nightmare on Elm Street, you can actually see The Shining vibes too with the isolationism, because that's what a lot of The Shining was about. They were stuck there.
Yeah.
And in this movie, they're stuck there. But it's really cool. I mean, like I said, totally different vibe, totally different, sequel to this, since this really leans into the supernatural. But it works. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. And what I liked about it, too, is it kind of expanded the lore of little mentions that were in the first film about, the kids obviously had gifts, but they talk about that the mother may have had gifts, too, and they expand on that in this one. So, I think, we've been waiting for a good kind of horror-type movie, whatever you want to call it, supernatural thriller for Halloween, and I think we're finally going to get it. We had The Conjuring so early in September, that's like an afterthought.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be on HBO Max before you know it. But really, they've had a lot of, I hate to say it, flops lately. I mean, Tron Ares, flopped. I'm not surprised by that. I don't understand why we keep trying to do Tron, but I think this time they may have learned their lesson. Like, we've tried it in multiple decades. It never registers. Like, it doesn't work. I enjoyed Roofman, but I did have some problems with Roofman.
That's what I saw. I saw that last night, actually. Yeah.
What did you think of it, Johnny?
I thought with the trailer it was going to be more of a rom-com, but it was really just kind of a really accurate depiction of a true story and a very interesting story. It did leave a couple of holes in the story they didn't fill in for me that I was questioning on the drive home. But all in all, I mean, I thought, I was torn with, it had heart, but I thought maybe, it could have it could have had a little bit more of entertainment, kind of trickled in there. But I think it's, I'll be honest with you, I think it's one of Channing Tatum's best performances. Mm-hmm.
Like, he's really good in it. I would have liked to seen a little bit more of him robbing the McDonald's.
Yeah.
And like, kind of like, how he got caught, what he was doing. I mean, they spend a good 30 minutes of that movie with him just palling around inside the Toys R Us.
Yeah.
And they spend a lot of time with the family that he encounters while doing that he gets into a relationship with, where I kind of thought there was a lot of wasted time, and it was over 2 hours long. I mean, I think they could have easily shaved 15 minutes out or swapped out some of that runtime for some more creative content about like what he did too, because that's the big mystery is we don't know what he did in the military. It seems like he was doing some crazy stuff and some deep op, black ops type stuff, but we don't know. And obviously he was crazy smart.
Yeah.
But I also like the idea where they're like, he's the smartest idiot I know, because they all say that if he would have got on that plane, I've seen the real stuff on it, Dateline and the podcast, and they all say that he would have gotten away with it, but he's an idiot, went back. He would have gotten away.
As soon as he didn't go to the airport, my wife and I looked at each other. I'm like, oh, well, this is, obviously if you know the story, he got caught. But my wife, she didn't know the story, so I didn't want to spoil it for her. She didn't know if he got away or not. I remember the news story. I remember, watching a lot on it, so I know what happened to him. But at the same time, you're watching it and you're going, oh man, as soon as he gets that phone call from her, and I go, oh, don't do it, buddy. Don't go back to the apartment. Yeah. And the other thing that kind of left me asking questions was, and the guy that his buddy that I guess he knew.
Keith Stanfield's character, yeah.
Yeah, that he knew from the military that, now he's he's also a criminal that helps, get people out of the country and passports and all that. I never got any information on, did he get in trouble? Because he's portrayed in the movie, he's obviously doing some big time federal crimes.
They knew who he was. Yeah,
right.
They knew he had some type of contact.
Did this guy get away? How did that get done? It's wild.
And listen, I will agree with you in the vibe. I couldn't decide if it wanted to be like this crime thriller, this a comedy, or if it wanted to be like this romantic film, like drama. It really had a hard time figuring out its vibe. I still liked it. Yeah. I still thought it was entertaining. But it's on. We talked about Johnny doing movie surgeon, where we could fix some things. Oh man, there's some things I would fix in that film for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the part that I enjoyed the most was the credit scene when it's showing just how accurate they not only casted it, but how accurate they were to the story in general. Like, they didn't really stray off too much for entertainment purposes. I mean, maybe they should have, honestly, but they were really, they even filmed, it looks like they filmed in front of the actual church that he met her at and everything else. And because when they were doing the credit scenes, I'm like, dude, that's the same church they're interviewing the guy in front of that was in the movie, unless they built one that looked exactly like it. I almost feel like they went back and filmed in the same town.
Yeah, the other thing, too, if I remember right, is that during that holiday season, he actually had to get out of that Toys R Us because it was just getting too crowded and too busy. Because remember, it's like the early 2000s. We weren't all shopping on Amazon back then. People were still going to box stores and going to retailers to get stuff. And I guess he lived in an abandoned Circuit City as well. But yeah, I mean, listen, if you're not into the horror thing, and I think Roofman's still something worthy to see. But I mean, it is Halloween, it is spooky season. And Black Phone 2 is a really good movie. It's getting good reviews. So I would recommend Black Phone if you're into that and if you haven't seen the first one. And I'm pretty sure if you haven't seen the first one, I think it's on the Peacock right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely find it streaming.
Roofman will be streaming before you know it. And I would say it's probably...
It will be. And I think people will find it and they'll like it. I mean, I do. I think they'll find it and they'll find it entertaining. And listen, maybe that's one that maybe should have been on streaming. Sometimes things that are on streaming we end up liking, where I think if they'd have been in the theaters, they'd have been like, eh. And then every once in a while I see something on streaming where I'm like, man, why didn't they put this in the theater? Right. So it can go back and forth a little bit. It's this weird world of entertainment we live in where we have everything like that. I wanted to ask you, Johnny, how did you feel about that Peacemaker finale? Are you on the side with me that thought they stumbled at the end?
I haven't seen the finale yet. I'm a couple episodes. I think I got 2 more episodes left. So yeah, I did hear a little rumblings about it though. So now I know going in, but it's been kind of a weird season all in all with this alter universe and all this stuff, and it's entertaining as hell, but it's still a little out there for me.
Yeah, and I also feel the same way about Only Murders in the Building. I mean, this is without a doubt their weakest season. Yeah, it's they too much star power, Johnny. I mean, I'm being serious. They're loaded with too much talent in that show where they don't have enough to go around. I mean, think about who's in this season: Taylor Leone, Christoph Waltz, Diane Wiest, Renee Zellweger. I mean, there's like 4 or 5 Oscar statues in that group alone. Logan Lerman, I mean. And I mean, there are so many people in this season. It's wild. And I think sometimes when you just shove it full of characters like that, it's hard to, divvy it all out to make it all make sense and make everybody have a point.
Absolutely. And to me, it's the writing. It's the comedic writing to me is the weakest I've ever seen for a movie with that star power. It's, I'm sitting on the couch with my wife and I'm pausing it and telling her what the punchline is going to be to these jokes. They're so simply written.
They're going through the motions, Johnny. Going through the motions.
Yeah. It's like watching an old comic that doesn't write material and you go, Jesus Christ, this guy he's doing.
And Johnny, there's a lot of series that do that. And maybe they'll bounce back and, and decide, hey, this next season is going to be our last season because quite frankly, I thought The Boys had about a season and a half where they were just relying on being gross and vulgar, and they were going through the motions. Now, I will say this, at the end of the last season of The Boys, they really started to move and make an impact. But, Johnny, that was literally in the last 10 minutes of that season finale where they spent a whole season and a half of doing nothing.
Yeah, and then they got the younger ones. What is the V Academy or whatever?
Gen V.
Gen
V, yeah.
And I told my wife that I go, why focus on a whole different series when the real series is kind of going to crap? Put all your energy into this. If you want to add the Gen V characters into the boys, fine. But you're kind of watering down the whole product. And I didn't like what they were doing there. It was such a groundbreaking show when it came out, and I hate to see it slip. I felt the same way with Only Murders, though. I thought it was a really cool kind of like a series version of what
comedy. Yeah, I never loved the murder podcast.
That's what I'm saying. For people that don't listen to murder podcasts, this is a great way to consume that kind of entertainment with a Hulu show. And then and now they're just letting it go to doo-doo. And I'm like, come on, don't do that.
And Alien Earth's another one where I didn't think they stick the landing because there's no guarantee of a second season. It's just like, okay, well, what happens next here? What are you doing here?
Both of us were like,
is aliens the pets now? What's going on?
My wife and I were like, was that the last episode? What is going on?
Yeah.
I need more. It's crazy,
yeah,
dude.
And
Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hallow Scream returns to Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay for select dates now through November 1st. This year's event takes over the entire park with 5 haunted houses, 5 scare zones, 9 theme bars, and 2 shows. Additionally, guests can face their fears. Busch Gardens, Hallow Scream, select nights now through November 1st.
Accidents happen in a second. Take a second to call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Storm season isn't quite over yet. Protect your home with Hawkins Service Co. and get a free whole home surge protector with any electrical install or upgrade. That's peace of mind headed into the holiday season. You can book your upgrade right now at HawkinsServiceCO.com. You can even give them a call at 813-445-8209. Offer ends November 30th. Again, that's HawkinsServiceCO.com. Reliable, professional, Hawkins. One call handles it all.
Hurry in for kickoff savings at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with 0 down, or make no payments for a year on over 600 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by owner assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing, plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
All right, Tampa, let's talk about your AC for a second. Be honest, is it keeping up with this Florida heat? If your system's older, noisy, running constantly, or just can't keep up, Super Heat and Air and Plumbing has your solution. Our warehouse clearance sale is happening until October 12th, and you could save up to $3,500 instantly on select Carrier full system replacements. No gimmicks, no rebate forms, just instant savings on a brand new energy efficient system. And with the same day installation, you could be relaxing in a cooler, more comfortable home tonight. We've even got 0% APR financing for qualified buyers. But don't wait. This is an inventory driven sale. And once these discounted systems are gone, they're gone. Call Super Heat and Air and Plumbing today or visit them online at superheatandair.com and lock in your savings before October 12th. You got to get in before the deadline. It's superheatandair.com. Hit them up today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Your brain holds all the pathways to memories, to dreams, the very essence of your human spirit. At Advent Health Brain and Spine Institute, our experts protect those pathways. With state-of-the-art technology and groundbreaking treatments, we care for the most complex neurological conditions. So you can keep moving, keep dreaming, keep being your whole self. Visit thebrainandspineexperts.com.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. With the economic landscape in a constant state of flux, consumers are understandably concerned about how car prices will be affected. While no one has a crystal ball to predict the future, I will say that if you're planning on purchasing a new vehicle in the next year, now would be a good time to pull the trigger. Luckily, our inventory here at Stingray is in great shape with over 700 new and pre-owned vehicles available, including a huge selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray on I-4 has no dealer fee, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. So while other dealers will charge a hefty fee on top of the advertised price of the vehicle, rest assured that you won't pay that here. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Waterman Properties, Tampa Bay's trusted general contractors for over 20 years, want to work for you. From demolition and project management to full renovations and custom home builds, Waterman can handle any project from start to finish. These guys don't just build homes and outdoor spaces, they build relationships with honesty and pride in every project. Waterman is all about quality. No shortcuts, no cutting corners, just solid craftsmanship you can count on. Get a free estimate for any project. Go to watermanproperties.net or call 813-715-7383. watermanproperties.net. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage